Oh, they do. Trust me, they do. In fact, it's pretty much all they do. There is no company, no developer, from the smallest indie to the biggest AAA, that has made a game without playing it. When you make a new asset, you put it in the game and you play it. When you code a new section of the game, you put it in and play it. When you create a new music track, you put it in the game and play it. It's just play, play, play your game over and over and over again over the course of years. And then when your game is complete, you ship it over to a QA team and they play it. And they give you a bunch of errors that you have to fix, and then you play it. And then they play it. And then you play it. And then they play it. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot make a game without playing it. If you could, you'd be some sort of god of coding, and I want to meet you. So then you might ask yourself, how do some of these huge errors and glitches end up in games even though the dev team is playing it every day? The first is just time and scale. Even a very big dev team that has 100, even a AAA dev team that has 1,000 people, doesn't compare to the hundreds of thousands of people who play a game when it first releases. It'll take a big QA team a year to get the amount of playtime under their belt that the general public gets in a day. It's just more likely that they're going to find something that the team didn't. The second reason is limited time and budget. Most of the time, when you find a big error or a problem with the game, the dev team already knows that there's that big error or problem with the game. It's just that the amount of time and money it would take to fix that error would not offset the loss in sales that they would get from leaving that error in. Game development is a business, and that error has to be something on the scale of making them lose hundreds of thousands of sales or more. When most of the errors that gamers complain about usually end up costing them, I don't know, order 100 sales, maybe 1,000 if I'm being generous. Game companies give away that many games for free just for the hell of it. Many times a QA team will send a report to a dev team saying this part of the game is broken, and the dev team will just say, well, we can't do anything about it. And when a game comes out and it's an utter catastrophe, just like a real piece of shit, the dev team usually knows it's an utter catastrophe. It's just that so much has gone wrong at this point, they're usually publishing a game, even in a horrible state, just so that they could recoup some money. Just so that they could get some sales from someone willing to take a chance on their piece of crap. If you want to know more about the life cycle of really bad games, check out Matt McMuscle's series, What Happened? It does a really good job of delving into how projects can end up crumbling and releasing in such a bad state. But it's never because devs don't play their own game. And this just brings me back to the point of my original post. Most of the time when gamers say that a developer's being lazy, they aren't. It's just that gamers have no idea what the process of game development looks like.